Hey, so today is one of those days. Ted and I worked by ourselves, got quite a bit done, but it was one of those days where several times I thought, what, why did I do this? Why did I get this house? It was the cleaning out the shed is just horrendous. So I'll show you how far I got. So here's the big shed. Was able to clean all that back there, and I started over here, and I actually have already taken one truckload of paper and boxes, and I've got a second truckload of paper and boxes in my truck, so to haul off to recycle. This is shed number 2, or small shed, and I actually made really good headway in here. I just went to town and everything just went in the dumpster. And you have to sweep as you go. It's just so much crud. And I have found there's gas. So I found another jar of gas. So it's just all the shed is not in bad shape. You know, it's just the fact that it's really oily and yucky on the floor. So, okay, meet dumpster number 6. I jumped on the last dumpster, we pushed it down about 6 inches from the top, and was able to fill it all back up within like 15 minutes. So this is just this stuff on top. This loose stuff is all from the side of the house, but all the rest of this is from the little shed. So a couple things I'm going to show you. Keep the shed, but we are going to get all the electrical out of it. So this right here is PVC water pipe that's got electrical line coming out down through it, coming out into this water hose that is buried and runs power to both sheds. So it was advised to me that all the electrical has to come out of the sheds, and there's a lot. He's got a lot of plugs and a lot of stuff in there, so we're just gonna have to rip it out. Now this is the water heater closet outside shed. It is now the nicest room in the house. All cleaned out, plywood up. We decided to do plywood over drywall just for the fact that for when it's easier, we don't have to trim it out. So much nicer. So a couple stories. I want to tell you that I spoke to the neighbor behind me, and we'll call him Shirtless Joe, because every time I see him he's shirtless. So Shirtless Joe comes out and, oh, you getting it all cleaned up? Yeah. Proceeds to tell me, now this is the second time I've met him, but he doesn't remember, that he says, oh yeah, the guy used to be here was an electrician. Well, I just showed you great of electrician he was. And I was like, really? Good electrician, huh? And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, he didn't do a very good job. And he proceeded to well, I don't know if he was electrician or just did electrical work or blah, 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 blah. But that was an interesting conversation. The neighbor next door, not the ones doing the remodel, but the older couple next door, that was like the closest to that little greenhouse that we had on the side of the house. They pressure washed their house last week. Looks really nice. And he proceeded to tell me that the gentleman and the wife here both were hoarders, and they were people that if they saw something that somebody just put out on the curb for trash to come pick up, is that they would go through it and pick it up and bring it home. So now we know why the house is the way it is. And I have found magazines and mail and books that have nothing to do with this family, that has different address, different names. So he took a lot of that stuff, and that's been out here in the sheds. I don't know what was inside because Jay threw all that away. So anyway, very productive week, very interesting, or not, I mean, very productive day. This is when you go, why the heck did I get into this? But we've got probably another day in this shed. Maybe I can get this cleaned out and get it in the dumpster, and then I can just use the dumpster for construction stuff. Finally, yay! See ya. Bye.